Why do we create? What is art? Art is most often defined as a human spiritual activity through which a person expresses their deepest thoughts, feelings, and creates a new world, the world of artwork. It motivates, inspires, entertains, and warns us. It makes us think and generally makes our lives richer and more beautiful. The legacy of the human civilization from the prehistoric times to today speaks about the power of the need for creation. Art is woven from many different areas, and the artistic expression is one of the ways in which people express their creativity. Ever since people started to work on art, they have discovered certain ways and rules on how to achieve and show what they want through work. These rules changed over the years and centuries and depended on the period in which the artist lived, the culture and beliefs of his people, the theme that he portrayed. Man sees the world through the senses. For the arts, the most important thing to us is the eyesight. Observing the world creates a connection between the visions and the way in which a person experiences it. This points to the importance of the two factors, which are visual perception and psychological experience. The psychology of art has three areas of research. The first one is related to the study of artists. The second one deals with the study of the creative process, and the third deals with the study of the influence of the artwork on the observer. We will deal with the understanding of the second and third areas. We will understand why some of the images look bright and some depressing, what the elements that give the beauty and quality of the work itself are, and we will understand how they convey the message and emotion. To do this, we need to get to know the theory of the form. As a school subject, it first appeared at the Bauhaus School and is a key subject in the arts education process. The theory of the form deals with the introduction and study of visual elements, the principles of art, as well as complete artistic creativity. These are not boring elements, strict rules, and tiring theory, but rather the familiarization with the richness, diversity, and ability that are in front of you as an artist. It is up to you to play, experiment, and practice, and this will result in quality, clarity, and your artistic expression. Because the creation of an artwork must first of all be free and intuitive, while the theory is there to give us knowledge, security, and extent in expression. Every type of art has its own elements of expression. Music does it through tone and rhythm, literature through the word, dance through the movement. Thus, fine art uses artistic elements as tools and means of expression and principle of art as a rule. Knowing and understanding them helps us to express ourselves and to transfer exactly the experience we wanted to the audience. With experience, this process will mostly be done intuitively, according to a feeling developed through gaining knowledge. The elements of art are 1. Line 2. Surface 3. Texture. Elements related to material built. 4. Direction. 5. Size. These are the elements related to space. 6. Value. 7. Color. These are the elements related to light. With each of these elements, on one hand, we are experiencing an artwork, and on the other, we are expressing what we see or create with them. All the visual elements allow us to experience art not only visually, but psychologically as well. We will talk about this in more detail when we process each element separately. We compose visual elements using the principles of art. The principles of art are 1. Repetition, 2. Gradation, 3. Contrast, 4. Harmony, 5. Balance, 6. Unity. In order to better understand the relationship between art elements and the principles of art, we will make a mathematical correlation. In mathematics, we use numbers and operations to get a result that would, in this case, be an artwork. For example, in the adding and subtracting operation 4 plus 7 minus 1 equals 10, 4, 7, and 1 are independent art elements, and the way these elements interact with each other is shown through addition and subtraction. Furthermore, they represent the principles of art, and the result, which is number 10, represents an artwork. By using the principles of art, plus, minus, we get our work of art, number 10, by mutually adding, subtracting, and combining art elements, in the example 4, 7, 1. By using artistic elements and principles of art, we create an artistic composition. But what is composition? When we talk about composition in painting, it represents the relationship of all the elements in the picture. The composition is good if all the elements on it are well placed and represent a whole, and the artwork looks harmonious and balanced. That depends heavily on the skills and knowledge of the artist, who, by acquiring the experience, develops a sense of good composition. To understand its importance, we will make another correlation. Another area in art where we know how important the composition is music. Each song has its notes, rhythm, sound of different instruments, voice of the singer, etc. If all these elements are aligned, the song will be pleasant, harmonious, and if everything is chaotic, it will not be pleasant to listen to. Regardless of the format, the composition can be 1. Vertical, 2. Horizontal, 3. Diagonal, 4. Pyramidal, 5. Central, 6. Circular, or 7. Free. Generally speaking, the vertical composition represents a stable, powerful one. In this composition, the canvas is placed vertically, and all the elements inside it visually form a strong vertical line. If we have a square canvas, the vertical composition will visually be created by objects on it. Horizontal composition is usually calm, stable one. The canvas is set horizontally, and if it is square, the elements will form a sense of horizontal composition. For other types of composition, the canvas can be placed both vertically and horizontally, but the elements within the image create a different composition. In the diagonal composition, the elements within the artwork form a clear, strong diagonal. Such composition represents the movement, dynamic, tension, drama. In the pyramidal composition, elements form the shape of a pyramid or triangle. Such composition is usually stable and static. The central composition, with the layout of the elements, draws attention towards the center of the composition, or all the elements come out of the center and spread to the periphery of the image. On a circular composition, there is a connection of forms that visually form a circle. A free composition is a free arrangement of shapes within the composition.